Today we have a whole other night of the Find Me Alpha LCS. We're on week three, last match for. We're here between Team 1 and Team 3. Team 1 currently sitting on Team 1, the blue side, and Team 3 currently on Team 2. A little bit confusing, but roll with it. On Team 1 side, we have X Metro Falco will be taking the top lane, D Brocious in the jungle, Sinfonia for mid lane, Akayut at 80 carry. He's a sub for the squad tonight, and I am Gert at support. What we got for Team 2, Greg?
Well, Team 2 is not playing, so let's look at Team 3 here.
Oh, right.
Fucking wrecked. Team 3, we got Jingle, 1996 in the top lane, Silent Taco, he's the most silent of tacos, in the jungle, Bukaki Poro in the mid lane, OG, Krimakuri, I love it, that's a good name, that's a fun one to say, and Jock Arcadel at support. I'm excited for this one. I think I was talking to a couple players before the game. We'll see how it happens. Allie, Jock Arcadel, before the game said she hasn't played in 2 weeks, so probably not something you want to say before the game starts, but I guess it could be worse. Could be a month.
So I believe we're going to be
good to go
getting
then.
to picks and bans here shortly. Not too certain what we're going to see out of Champ Select in this game, but I do know one thing. I imagine there's going to be a priority on Vi somewhere. Vi is like the highest priority champion.
Has she lost
the
a game in PMA LCS yet?
She's lost one now. But she's, I think, 7 and 8 or 8 and 9, some combination there. And
she's just so good right now. It's just insane. Well, I don't know. She's just necessarily good, like, I don't know, because she's just like, all right, we're engaging right now. You know, like, this is it. We're going in.
Right.
But,
so far, go ahead.
Yeah, the Thresh band coming out, obviously that's because Allie plays a lot of Thresh. The Blanc band, I guess Symphonia is the assassin mid laner over here, and nobody wants to deal with LeBlanc, so that makes sense.
Oh no, are they not going to ban his cat? I mean, they still have the third ban, but I would think that they would probably prioritize the cat ban over anything else.
Ivern ban.
That's the first Ivern ban I've seen.
Yeah. I guess Silent Taco must play a decent amount of it. I'm not familiar with his champ pool, but we also have a Malzahar ban coming in.
The Mal support, man.
And
it is so annoying.
And there's that Vi ban, actually, like we were talking about.
Yeah, she's 100% pick ban in the LCS right now.
In the LCS?
In the PMA LCS. Is she not?
Oh. She's not 100%.
She's close.
She
has to be
is
close.
like 80-some, I think.
She has to be close.
Or
It seems like
7.
It seems like I see her name almost every single time that we actually do one of these games, where she's either in the bans or she's a high priority pick.
Not counting this game, Vi has been banned 5 times and picked 7. Yeah. So that's 12 out of 18 games.
It's because she's just easily abusable. I mean, it's easy to like play her, honestly. You know, just I'm ulting. Okay, well their carry's dead. Now let's just kill the rest of them.
Yeah.
People are always like, "Oh, Vi's not very good if you miss her Q." Well, it doesn't really matter when your ultimate is a point and click, and you can kill them anyway.
They banned the Nautilus. They kept Katarina up. Why?
Maybe a first pick Katarina here.
Maybe they have something counterable for it.
Possibly, but what exactly can counter Katarina? I mean, I know for a fact Kassadin counters her pretty hard in the mid lane. But to my knowledge, I don't think Bukake Poro really has any Kassadin play. Beyond that, maybe a Lissandra, a mid lane Lissandra, could possibly be on the side of Team 3 here, looking for that Katarina. For that Katarina counter, unless they pick Katarina at this point because they went for the Poppy first pick.
I'm not sure if Bukaki Poro even plays a Katarina. I know he's got an eclectic champion pool. He's got a lot of things that you wouldn't normally. Kong mid he plays. He's got a Nocturne, so he's got some stuff that could just be kind of cheese enough to work. Almost, I'm not sure if that would be what their game plan, but.
Yeah, but I don't know why they would risk that. I mean, we've seen games where Mike Sinfonia just goes off on Katarina, and he could be losing lane Blitz Kha'Zix, so it doesn't even look like the Katarina priority is there. So it seems like Team 1 is looking for a little bit more information on Team 3 before they go ahead with that But what I was saying is that my Symphonia has been behind in games where he wasn't really doing well in lane. Was losing in CS. I believe it was their second game,
I think it was
and
the
oh no, it was
go
actually
ahead.
the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually the first game against Team Five, and he got a couple of kills under his belt in the mid game, and he just absolutely rolled that game
Hmm.
to oblivion. I mean, he just wasn't targetable or anything. So, maybe I don't know.
Well, still no priority on it though, because we got the Caitlyn Maokai pickup coming in from round 2 of Team One's pick. That's telling me it's probably a jungle Poppy. I know Debro just likes to play that. He's played I think, on it. So I'm not really surprised at that. They're going to have a pretty strong front line too with Poppy Maokai. Those are two of the stronger tanks that exist in the meta right now.
Dude, I love me some Blitzcrank. Playmaking support right there, baby. You're like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
well, we just want a way to make picks. And it's like, yeah, we need one champion that's great at making picks. Well, Blitzcrank it is. That's nice because it abuses unorganized team comps. It's like you just grab one of their carries and it's a kill. Usually most of the
Right.
time.
So we got a Varus pickup here for O3 and the Rumble. We seen his first
Love
action
it.
Summoner's Rift. That's presumably going to Jingle, although we have a Kha'Zix, so it's probably not going to the jungle for Silent Taco. So I'm guessing that's a top lane Rumble still.
Yeah, looks like it is going to be it's not going
And
to be
this-
a rumble in the jungle, but it's going to be their top lane. Pretty good pickup against the Maokai because he will build that spell damage early with that Leandries.
Ooh. We got a Tarek coming in from
Tarek.
I Am Gert, one of his favorite champions.
Yo, honestly speaking, Tarek is so underrated as a support.
I agree, because he can actually, like, they talk about melee versus range supports and how range supports are kind of dominating right now. But Tarek can still kind of hold his own in that lane because his stun, like the range of it, is about as long as most poke that ranged supports would give. And then we're going to see a Lissandra pick up. So, Symphonia straying away from the Katarina.
I like to see that Gertz bringing out the Tarek too. I think Tarek is one of the most underrated supports right now. He pretty much brings everything to the table. CC, sustain, invulnerability. There's really not. I mean, honestly, he's just kind of. I wouldn't say difficult to play, but he's not the easiest support to pick up and kind of just get. So it's nice to see that he's feels confident enough in it that he's whipping it out.
It looks like we currently are in the process of getting Jock Arcadelt back into the game.
Interesting.
We'll find out.
Also,
We'll wait on
who is Violet Sociocat?
I think that's what Jock Arcadelt just changed her summoner name to.
Right now,
Yeah.
and there it is.
She said she was going to wait till after the game, and I guess that didn't happen. That gives us time, though. I think, actually, this might set up for the potential of something a little off-meta from Bukaki Poro, because they're going to have the... I don't know where it is. It's a brand anyway, but I was going to say they have the Rumble damage from the top lane as a magic damage. Could allow for something AD in the mid lane. But it's just going to be the brand anyway. So there's our team comps.
All right, so
And there's Violet
You
Sociocat.
You guys saw it here. Jock Arcadel turning into Violet Sociocat, evolving, if you will,
Evolving.
mid champ select.
Let me get. Is one of you guys able to copy and paste it?
I have it written down.
All right, so we got Blitz. You're gonna be nice to see how effectively Gert can use the ultimate. It's honestly, Cosmic Radiance is one of those abilities that can go either way. You can use it super effectively, get a nice dive off, prevent a big engage from the other team, or you can just use it and completely waste it, and the other team can just kind of engage on you. Yeah, it's a great ability if used correctly. But I've seen Gert play the Tarek before, so I know he's got the ability to do so.
Oh yeah.
And especially the Tarek is nice coming into the Blitzcrank too, because he hooks you. You know, he's got the shield, he's got the heal. You know, he's got the dazzle. You know, he's just gonna, you know, honestly be able to counter a blitz hook pretty easily. But we'll see how that works out for him. I love the Ivern ban, man. Screw Ivern. That champion needs to leave League of Legends and never come back. That champion needs to join Rengar and just never come back.
I don't know. Avern's not too bad. Like, playing with Avern can be fun, especially if you're in a position to be the carry, because you just get shields and buffs for days. It's kind of nice.
Shields and buffs for days. Oh, man. You should play League. League is more fun.
Hey.
Damn, is that Sebastian's background noise over there? That's probably not a bad thing, to be honest. Why not? Why can't they hear you? Yeah. Stream, Sebastian is trash talking everyone here. Sebastian said, and I quote, "I think Will Smith will dominate every single support player in PMA LCS."
Why do you keep
You heard it
calling
here
him
first,
Will
boys.
Smith?
Will Sebastian giving Will Smith the backup support that he needs to carry the rest of the season. Teammate great.
I
got
don't
you.
personally
Know,
know Will
Ollie.
Smith, but I'm pretty sure his League of Legends abilities are not quite up to par.
Yo,
with a
I'd
lot
like
of
to give a
those
shout out to CBK Hydra. He's watching the stream today. I love him. He's pretty cute.
That just got weird.
He plays a mean brand mid. Has nothing to do with this game. Just want to give a shout out to him. But let's actually talk about this game here, though. So let's analyze team by team here. So let's go blue team first. Very meta picks for the most part. Lissandra mid's a little unique. Poppy jungle's a little unique, but still meta champions. You know, things that are being picked generally, maybe not necessarily in the right role, but generally being picked overall.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was. Somebody in the LCS just played a game on Lissandra, and the engaged potential that it gives from a different source. And that's a lot of the top mid laners. You got the Cassio, you got the Ryze. You got some very strong mid laners, but none of them really give the hard engage that the Lissandra can. And I think that's, like, all four champions on blue team side bring very hard engage, very good engage. And it gives some good chance to really get the team fights they're looking for.
To answer your question, Eric, that was Frontlash actually taking it in the top lane against, I believe it was Stockadelius.
I was talking about the NALCS, but yes.
Oh, the NALCS. Okay, sorry, apologize.
I mean, we only
You
talk
know,
about
really.
the pro leagues here. The Pi Mu Alpha LCS is what matters. I mean,
the Pi Mu
I mean,
Alpha
honestly,
LCS.
honestly, if I were to fight Bjergsen in a 1v1, it just wouldn't be fair to him. I would just trash him.
Oh my gosh. So really, in all reality, you're absolutely right. Where blue team has the majority of the engaged potential here in this game, but really, what it comes down to is Gert, and Gert on that Taric is going to be so crucial to really get them out of situations, because Taric ultimates, they're game changing, they're fight changing, and in the right situations they can be absolutely game changing every single time. Because if you imagine Silent Taco trying to go for the kill, and a well placed Taric ult just negates all of that, and negates a brand ult as well. So with those two out of the way, where else is the damage going to come from? Depending on whether or not they're going to be in the jungle and not going to get a Rumble ultimate dropped on top of them. If they stick to fighting in the lanes, I feel like blue team could actually come out ahead really efficiently, and really really fast.
I'm really excited for the potential of Lissandra can engage, go and engage, ult herself. You could do a second round of abilities, Zonius yourself, and then you've got the Taric ult coming in. It's going to be the tankiest Lissandra potentially that you've ever seen.
Yeah, I think we're vastly, it's a weird team for the Blitz to play into. I think that's something that's a big thing for. Well, they don't have a team name yet. Team 3? Do they have a team name?
Correct. They do not have a team name.
So Team 3, I think that's a big thing for them, that is kind of the relying on is the Blitz making the picks. Because other than that, they don't really have necessarily a lot of engage. I mean, you have the Equalizer from the Rumble. You have the Ultimate from the Kazakhs. You have like the Pyroclasm from the Brand with the engage. With the stun. But other than that, I mean, you don't really have much of engage. So it's really going to be relying on Violet Sociocat to get those hooks. But again, you're looking at the other team, it's going to be hard to make those hooks. Caitlyn, a mobile carry. Lissandra, a mobile carry who can also ultimate herself. Tarek, like you were saying before, Sebastian, has the ability to prevent these engages. So I think a big thing for Team 3 that's going to need to benefit on is getting those early hooks. Maybe an early invade, maybe something, being able to make those early plays to benefit greatly from the Blitz ability to kind of make the picks.
Right, because essentially hooking in a Maokai, or a Poppy for that matter, isn't exactly the best situation, and it could actually hurt them in the long run when it comes to team fights, because counter engage from Poppy is just absolutely stupid, especially if you're near a wall. You pull him in and he just wall bangs the carry with, I believe, it's called Tenacious Charge.
Heroic Charge.
Or the Heroic Charge. Heroic Charge into the wall, and to just completely wall off a carry while the rest of the team does work. So yeah, it's there's actually a lot riding on the supports of this game, because they're going to have a huge impact, which is something we haven't really seen a lot of in the past games. So definitely interested to see that.
So we're loading in here now. Check it out. We got Keystone Masteries across the board, pretty normal. Colossus coming out for Blitz. It could go the Thunderlord's hook, or Thunderlord's approach. But other than that, pretty normal stuff across the board. Grasp on Maokai, or not Grasp, I'm sorry. Colossus on Maokai. Again, just normal things. Are you guys loaded into the game?
No.
I hear the sounds, but...
Yeah, that usually happens sometimes in spectator mode, because the game is technically already going on, so they'll already have the sounds going.
There it is.
Well, and I always load a little slow anyway. So.
All right, so what are we thinking? Are we thinking Blitz Invade?
I don't see why not. Honestly speaking, Poppy isn't really strong level 1, if I'm going to be completely honest, because she doesn't have a lot of tools that she would regularly need to survive a pick, or even just the tankiness in general. So I definitely say it's worth going for a pick, especially level 1.
Well,
I'm not surprised they're going for it right now. I'm trying to make it. I mean, trying to force something to happen here. It seems like they're expecting it. Oh, but did they know? They don't have vision. Did Poppy see him? The Blitz is going in. Poppy might be caught. Is he going to burn the flash? There's the flash. Does he get the hook? He gets the hook over the wall! After burning the flash, the Q is coming down on the Poppy. Is it going to be enough, though? The exhaust comes out. Looks like it might not going to be enough. Just going to walk out of this. But that is a flash burned on the Poppy. Definitely a summer spell that's going to help that Rumble top lane.
And she also had to take her shield first to try and speed her way out of that, so... well, actually, she's going to be in the jungle, but that is going to affect her jungle clearing to a certain degree, because she's not going to be able to charge, and she's not going to have that Q available all the way up until level 3. So we're definitely going to have to see a little bit more of a harder leash on the blue side in order for her to have a better time.
I never connected to the game, so you'd see you guys for right now.
Does Team 1, what is Team 1's name? Team 1 best team? Is that it?
First team best.
First team
Best team versus Team 3. All right, sweet. So pretty normal start here. Normal Alicia's top and both sides. Mid lane it's a little interesting to see Symphonia kind of poke out the Bukkake a little bit. He's using his using his abilities to kind of get him out of lane a little bit here. He's kind of abusing him just a little bit. It's nice playing the Liss mid, because you get the passive, and then you can just poke with Ice Shard over and over again. I mean, Symphonia looks like he might be going in for the gauge here. Gets the Ice Shard. Is it going to be enough? No? Pokes the Thunderlord, or procs the Thunderlords. Oh, he goes in for the nice engage! Is it going to be enough? One more auto attack! Is it? Ooh, Bukkake Poro flashes away. Almost got the kill there. Nice Ring of Frost coming out from Liss, being able to hold him in place.
And the flash is so much more important on the Brand too, because if a gank situation happens against Symphonia, if Silent Taco tries to make something happen, Symphonia can just easily claw away, whereas Brand doesn't exactly have that mobility option. He still does have the Ghost, but definitely speaking, that flash is really, really important on him, especially early, because Poppy can get those really nasty ganks off early on.
Silent Taco looks like he's trying to make something happen here. Brand gets the stun. Silent Taco's leaping in. He gets the Q on. Is it going to be enough? Oh, Lissandra gets away with the Glacial Path. Just enough to escape there. Good damage, though. Good damage. Burning the flash on Lissandra still. Good gank from Kha'Zix. Able to kind of even up those flash there. Definitely giving Bukaki some room to breathe. And Dabrosius coming in for the gank up on top lane. Rumble looks like he's just going to get away. Metro Falco not having enough mana to make anything happen. Rumble trying to turn it a little bit. They are taking a lot of minion damage. Oh, Kha'Zix leaping in. Is it going to be enough? The Q's coming down.
Might be she doesn't have
Poppy doesn't have flash. Oh, they finish her off. First blood coming from Jingle in the top lane. It goes back. Violet Sociocat making that original hook, burning the flash on Poppy. They're able to benefit from it. Eric, you loaded in yet?
Working on it.
Okay, so that's definitely going to delay the Poppy. That's definitely going to delay the Poppy for a while. She's not going to be able to build into the tankier items early on, and so really she needs to be working on farming at this point, being 0-1 with only 3 CS. Which isn't too far, isn't bad, but at the same time not exactly as good as if she had that original gank setup. So really right now you take away a lot of the pressure from the Poppy, and now it's a situation where Kha'Zix can just really roam as he pleases, because now he is ahead with that assist, and really nothing much else going on the map, really.
It's nice giving that double buff up to the Rumble on top, though, because now he's just got so many slows to kind of make a play. He's got the harpoon, he's got the red buff to follow up, he's got the shield to be able to stay in touch with the Maokai, and it does give an advantage. And it looks like Sociocat might be trying to make something happen bottom lane. No, it looks like she's just gonna back out. You know, she's trying. You can see she's trying to make something happen. She's kind of going in for this a little bit. They do have the minions. I guess just trying to zone at this point. See, that's nice though. The blitz into the Caitlyn is a nice counter there. He's adding that pressure. Varus has been able to get a little bit of a farm lead because she's been adding that pressure bottom lane.
I mean, you always have to respect the Blitzcrank no matter what.
Oh yeah. Oh, looks like Dabrosius might be coming in down here bottom to try to make a play. He doesn't have flash. He's got the heroic charge. Oh, Sociocat's going in for the engage, but Poppy's coming to counter. The exhaust is coming down. Here comes the heroic charge in. Heroic charge comes in on the cat. Is it going to be enough to finish her off? The shield is popping. It might not be enough to finish it off. Here comes the Kha'Zix in for the counter gank, but they are low health. Nice stun coming out from Gert. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough, though. Oh, the nice hook coming out to the Dabrosius. It'll be enough. He's going to get the proc. The Sandra's bottom lane, but they do get the proc, and they're able to get off in time. Very nicely played. Nice arrow coming out from Varus to get that proc. That was a really well-organized fight.
All right, I am in and I am live with you. We back, baby.
That was honestly a really nice gank from Silent Taco, and an even nicer hook from Violet Sociocat. It was well played. The gank came in from the Poppy, and it just wasn't enough. You know, they got the stun on the Blitzcrank against the wall. But his passive just procced, and he got the mana shield, and it just wasn't enough to kill him. Then he flashed away, and then he was able to get the hook, and they were able to get that counter kill. And it looks like she's still going in for something bottom lane. Tarek getting the stun. The arrow coming out from Varus is going to be enough, popping the heal. Ooh, taking the damage from Tarek, though. But still, making plays in that Blitzcrank. That's what we were talking about. Early game, getting that lead for the bottom lane.
She's definitely had a lot more pressure in comparison, and Gert actually getting hooked there right under tower, but only going to take a couple of shots. It sort of forces Poppy in a really unfavorable position, because now you just failed a gank there. You don't exactly have the damage or the tankiness. You've already died twice. You really just need to farm up and try and get as much farm as possible, and able to transition into that mid game. So. Ali's just putting in a lot of work on that Blitzcrank, making things happen, more or less without having to be directly effective.
It looks like Metro Falco's going for a Rod of Ages start on the Maokai, which I'm not necessarily a big fan of. I don't know how you guys feel. I mean, I guess they have a pretty decent... Get a little bit more damage from some of your tanks.
What,
but,
on the Lissandra?
No, on the Maokai.
It could be worse. I mean, it gives you a little bit of sustain, gives you a little bit more ability power. It could be worse. Maybe you would expect going into the Spectre's Cal. But the Rod of Ages is not the worst idea in the world.
And also to that note, Rumble will build Leandries first, as it is a staple. So maybe a little bit of that extra health coming from the Rod of Ages, being able to mitigate a little bit more, because he is going to be burning a lot of spells. He's going to be spamming a lot of abilities, so that in turn will also keep him healthy.
Looks like we got a potential play mid from Violet Sociocat, excuse me. Answered by Debrocious. Everybody's just gonna back off and go back to their lanes or to their jungles.
So definitely, farm across the board is pretty even for the most part. We do see that give or take 20 farm lead in the Jingle top lane. That was from the early gank, but the reason for that, and the reason they were able to get the early gank off, is because of the Blitzcrank hook. They burned that flash early on the Poppy. When the Poppy made the gank, they were able to turn it. So the Blitzcrank is giving them that early lead here, and it looks like Kha'Zix might be heading top. They do have the pink ward there. Not sure if they're going to make something happen. Looks like he's just going to, Silent Taco looks like he's just going to opt to go in for the blue steal. Looks like he's going to get that, no problem. Poppy's down bottom lane. But now it's going to be a question of, look at the ward coverage we have right now. So Silent Taco is in the process of taking the blue buff from Debrocious, and then they have the pink ward, control ward. Control ward top lane could make a gank there, but bottom lane for Debrocious, there's not much going because they have that ward in Tribush, they have the control ward in the lane in the lane bush. So not really many gank opportunities for Debrocious, whereas Silent Taco kind of has a little bit of the map to work with.
We just saw Bukaki Poro taken down to very low health, burn both summoners. Lissandra ults down. No kill netted, but it's certainly a situation if I'm next time my ult's up, I'm going in. Because Bukaki Poro's got 0 sums at this point. And I was going to say, we could just see a play going in, but it looks like it might have been a bait. Symphony's going to get his Glacial Path away, a little bit of backup from the Poppy on Debrocious, and it's just going to be a flash trade in the end.
Symphonia did miss the Ring of Frost though, and that would have been a crucial.
Yeah.
If he had landed that, it might have been a kill. Silent Taco did come in with the leap, but again, it is very hard for Brand to land any of his abilities on Alessandra. And, especially Pillar of Flame is definitely an ability that relies very heavily on champions not really being able to move very much and escape out of it. And so a champion like Lissandra, who did burn their flash there, it's harder for the Brand to make a play on that than it would be.
Absolutely.
Also interesting to note, she's actually putting out a lot of damage without even building an actual AP item.
We got a play top lane. Debrocious just got a really nice stun off of his control ward. It's going to be an equalizer down. We got Mental Mist going through. Keeper's Verdict hits. And it's going to be the Direst flash over the wall. Okay,
the TP coming in bottom lane, though. The Ring of Frost coming on the Varus, not going to be enough. Burns his flash, though. Big plays making there. That teleport on Symphonia in the mid lane benefited them a little bit there. They're able to burn that skill shot, but the Bukaki was not mid to kind of counteract that TP. So really not the worst TP in the world. Burn the skill shot, burn the flash on the Varus, which will make it kind of a little easier to maybe make a play next time. But that gank top lane, that was a very nice equalizer. Kind of able to counteract that gank, kind of prevented anything from happening.
Yeah, it was a very nice flash over the wall. That wall is tricky.
And that was a nice flash, yeah, that's true. Is Silent Taco, can they see the ward? They can't see him doing Dragon. I mean, they know because Dragon's not in pit, but they can't see him exactly. Oh, looks like they might be coming in to make the play. No, they're opting to go mid lane to try to make the pick on Brand, but Brand's got the vision. Comes in with an E. Gets a nice stun on the Poro. The nice charge into the wall. Is it going to be enough? Brand comes out with the ultimate. Doesn't think it's going to be enough, though. Is Poro going to fall? No, he's not. And looks like they're going to try to turn it. Here comes Violet Sociocat coming in. Here comes the charge. Is he going to get the hook off?
He has flash. It might be a flash hook opportunity.
Oh, I'm not sure why Poppy's turning around here. Oh, the nice stun into the wall. But he's got the mana shield from Blitzcrank still. No, it's not going to be enough.
No, he's not going to fall either.
And there was the mana shield. Nice plays there on getting the hooks, making the plays. Debrocious was trying to make something happen, but when you're down 2 kills to a fed Kha'Zix and a Blitzcrank right there in a 3v2 fight, you're not going to win those fights.
I was going to say, I was like, he's a little low to still be there.
I love it. I love it. So, what are things what are things? Is it Team 1 best team? No.
First team, best team.
First team, best team. First team, best team.
Oh, we
What
got
are
an
all the-
engagement on top lane. Equalizer goes down. Vengeful Maelstrom is ticking for Maokai, but he's not winning this trade. This might end up being a solo kill for the Rumble.
Oh, he's
the
got the
Courage
shield
kills
though.
out-
The
He got the
Colossus
shield from Courage,
Harpoon? Oh.
and it's going to be just a flash away from the Maokai.
I probably would have wanted him to see if Jingle had actually overstepped just a little bit more in order for him to get that route under the tower, able to get
Right.
able to get his I'm sorry, not his skill shots, his abilities all the way back online in order to make something happen there. So, but still, you know, a really safe flash, trying to just really stay alive.
Yeah. And actually, you were right on that, Sebastian. We had a Spectre's Cowl come in second, so it was the catalyst into the Spectre's Cowl. So at least he's getting that MR early, which would be very nice because the Haunting guys likes to play into champions that have no MR since it's that flat magic pen.
So right now, what are we looking for first team, best team to kind of do to get back in this? What are we looking to take advantage of this right now?
Honestly, I really need to see something a little bit more from the Poppy. She hasn't really been exactly the best pick at this point in time because she's had a couple of ganks, but none of them have really been able to. Oh,
We gotta play bot lane going. Tarek might be caught, but good counter engage, and we got the ult down on Varus.
there we go.
Varus is dead.
That was definitely a nice roam from Symphonia from the mid lane. You know, easy, that frozen tomb and easy engage there. But it looks like Bukaki might be roaming down. He's gonna walk over a ward. There are 3 bottom lane, but there's no ultimates. Might be risky. Comes in with
Cosmic Radiance is
Comes
down
in
for
with the
Tarek.
ghost, gets a pillar of flame on the Tarek, on the Caitlyn. Is it going to be enough? Caitlyn does have the shield from the Tarek. They do finish off the Lissandra. She does not have heal anymore. It looks like they're going to be able to kill her. Trying to give the kill to, I don't even know, Kha'Zix Brand? Oh, he gets the Q down on the E and the Tarek. I'm sorry, but it's not going to be enough flashes away. Nice play, though. Like we were saying before, you know, easily able to get the Pillar of the Flame on the Caitlyn. You know, she didn't have any summoner spells. Oh, she did have Flash, but she burned it right beforehand. But able to get the Pillar of Flame on, and then just the damage over time from the Brand, it just finishes off the Caitlyn. That was a very nice roam.
And this looks like it's going to be first brick going over to Team 3. All in all, a very strong early game coming out. A lot of it's been due to Silent Taco. He's had some really good map rotations. It's not even really like that he set up ganks for it. It's just that he's countered very effectively.
And that's what I was sort of trying to get into before that fight happened bot lane, where Greg was asking, you know, what exactly could Team 1 try to do in order to get back into this game, and it really falls on the Poppy at this point. She's so behind. All she has is a Cinderhulk with the Blue Smite right now, so she doesn't really have a lot of tank items, and she's 0-3 as opposed to her counterpart being 2-0. And, you know, Kha'Zix just has a little bit more carry potential with the damage because he is able to zone out an AD carry or Lissandra, especially late game, if he gets going early enough. So really I'm just looking for this Poppy to make a little bit more team-oriented plays because it doesn't seem as if they're communicating well with his laners in order to make something a little bit more effective happen.
Looks like we might be having a play forming topside. We had pings onto the Maokai. Very smart there, Symphonia, to get rid of that blasting cone so they can't use it.
Blitzcrank bringing the Blitz flying, coming around the
the
turret,
Blitz
gets the
hook.
hook, the nice stun, the nice knockup. Equalizer coming out. They're going to dive the Maokai. They might be advised to kill the turret because the Mouse Drum's not going to be enough. Oh, they do kill the turret.
He's
They
out of
get the
mana.
slows down. Maokai is out of mana. Red buff coming out from Kha'Zix. Looks like Poppy's coming in with a nice ultimate, able to get him away, but it looks like it's not going to be enough, though. Poppy might go down now, too. Rumble's roaming around. Ooh, getting the harpoon. Nice hook out from the Blitzcrank. Nice plays. Again, Blitzcrank with the Blitz flank. Coming around, getting that hook on him. Able to get the kill on Lissandra before she's even able to use her ultimate. You know, it's the mobile carries. You know, we spoke beforehand. It's going to be tough for the Blitz to make the hooks. You know, it's going to be tough to kind of get him on these mobile carries, but she's doing it, you know? She's getting them. She's getting the hooks from the Caitlyn when she needs to. You know, right there, hooking Symphonia before he's able to get his ultimate off. Very important plays.
Setting up before that play, Symphonia had popped the Scrying Orb to look, and it actually saw Violet Sociocat in the Tribush. I don't think it saw the Kha'Zix, because I think it was Symphonia was getting ready to just do a counter gank on it. and expected only the Blitzcrank, and then the Kha'Zix showed up. Because I feel like that's not a fight they would have taken to.
It really was just a nice pick. You know, they knew that the Poppy's behind. They were really able to do much. And so, you know, they saw Metro Falco's top turret was pretty low health. So like, this is a good opportunity. We can make a pick here. You know, afterwards we can get the turret and we can just kind of get it for free there. And it looks like they are taking Dragon now, uncontested, easily Dragon. And it looks like first team, best team is trying to. It looked like they were trying to maybe get a tower off of it, but there's not much you can do with Brand's wave clear mid to kind of make something off of that.
Something else interesting to note is that Maokai actually ended up rushing the spirit, not the Spirit Visage, I'm sorry, the Banshee's Veil right off of that Spectral's Cowl.
Yeah.
Opting to rush that first. I'm not exactly sure what his train of thought was.
Oh, we got a pick in the mid lane. Caitlyn's pick, but the Terragult's coming in. The
There you
Terragult
go.
should be in time, and there's the Lissandra damage coming in. It's going to be a kill onto the Jingle, and then the Ace in the hole from Caitlyn coming on, but Deed Roach is coming in with Poppy, hammering away. Under the tower by Violent Sociocat. Not going to result in anything except for a flash from Deep Roches, but there's a wall there in the Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix gets stunned by Heroic Charge into all the damage from Lissandra. We got a crazy fight happening. Violet Sociocat might be caught out, but there's not quite enough damage to finish it. Living by the skin of her teeth. And now we have OG Kimmerkree joining the fight on the Varus here. This is going to be ballsy if he goes in for this 1v5.
I think that's too much CC in order to 1v.
Yeah.
In order to 1v5. 20.
Might just try and clear it.
Oh, we're not able to get the Ring of Frost.
Oh, the Shade of
off.
Corruption
Just
goes
get the
out,
ultimate.
but Twisted Advance onto him, flashes away from OG Kimmerkree. A lot of damage onto Debrocious, but he will get out of there safely.
So
Not even the piercing arrow can catch him.
So at the start of that fight, all of that was honestly perpetuated by Gert's timely ultimate. He was able to he was able to negate the engage that that Violet Sociocat ended up getting with that pick. But also he mitigated all of the damage from Bukake Poro and that brand, and just automatically you saw the tide change. And that's what he's gonna have to bring to the fight every single time. So hopefully he can get a couple more of those ultimates and to be able to get back into this game.
And that was exactly what you were saying before the game, was that it was going to be up to the Taric to defend against that pick potential from the Blitzcrank.
Exactly.
And he definitely pulled it off in that fight.
Exactly. A couple more of those, and you know, we might be looking at a more even game than we are now.
Be in for a barn burner.
I don't get the reference.
Riv says it all the time if it's a long, crazy game.
Oh.
Gosh, keep up, Sebastian. Come on.
I'm sorry, I never really just heard that expression, man. I'm from the South.
Really?
Too. I'm from the South, so
I
I've never
would
heard that
expect you
expression.
to hear that.
Eric trying to make references that don't make any sense at all, but we love it though. Symphony is following in the jingle. Ooh, not quite able to land the Ring of Frost, but Rumble is able to get out of that successfully. Looks like Blitzcrank's trying to make the hook. No, Poppy's just gonna get out of there. You know, that is nice. The steadfast presence on the Poppy is so nice. You know, able to get the escape, able to kind of make plays. You know, it's just nice. You know, and honestly, Poppy's just broken.
The only thing I wish for that ability was that it could also stop your team's dashes and effectively negate the blitz hook, but that would be absolutely busted.
Yeah, just like USD could take enemy Thrasher's lanterns, right?
Oh,
that was blind.
Cat does get the static charge. Is it going to be
Chain of
enough
Corruption
though?
goes in.
Brand is coming in with the ultimate though. Here comes the flame on. Is it going to be enough? Nice knockup from the Poppy. The Maokai is just beating that front line though. Rumble's
Where's the
coming in, that
ultimate?
equalizer.
The Rumble damage.
Crushing the whole team. What an equalizer. Oh my gosh. That equalizer was incredible. Right down that straight line. Nothing they can do to get around it. That plus the Brand ultimate, the Pyroclasm, just able to tick them point after point after point. Nice play. Really taking advantage of that team composition they have. You know, that small AoE area they've got to work with. They really benefited.
And also, I'm really surprised from
man.
Gert. I'm really surprised from Gert. Didn't burn the ultimate on the Taric. He didn't ultimate at all that fight. So I'm really surprised to see that, you know, he was being a little greedy with it, try to encapsulate like all 5 of his team into one ultimate instead of opting to just go for whoever he can and protect. And it just, I just don't think that was the right call. You know, you have to save who you can at that point. You gotta be a bad parent and choose your favorites. So you know, it all comes down to him and who and what he can do. And you know, just not burning the ultimate at all is just not it's not a choice that you can make and expect to win in these fights.
I think if the reason he didn't burn it is because he really underestimated Jingle's damage from that equalizer. I mean, that equalizer was perfect. It was so good. It hit like 3 or 4 of them the entire fight, and the whole team, first team, best team, was still trying to make something happen, even though they were sitting on the equalizer. And it looks like they might be trying to maybe do a Baron call. I mean, this would be very, very risky. I mean, you know, Team 3 is all there, ready to make a play, and it looks like they might be trying to get the gank going. I'm not really sure. No, they're just gonna back out of this. But again, you know, right now they're up 11 kills. They're up 11k.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh, the hook with the power fist and the silence, but it's not gonna be enough to heal. The nice arrow coming out. Oh, Lissandra not taking that. Gonna back out here a little bit. Here comes the equalizer. Lands on 4. Oh, Gerd comes with the ultimate though.
It's gonna be a
back out. Waiting a little bit, waiting a little bit. The ace in the hole coming out. The stun. Rumble is just crushing the back line. Nice place from Jingle. Oh my gosh, they're getting the kills left and right. What a crazy battle. Varus not even being touched. Krimakri able to get some free Krimakri kills in the back line there. That Rumble was so good. What a great flank. Unbelievable plays there. Jingle, you know, Symphonia was trying to kind of get the ultimate on the Krimakri, but he wasn't able to get it because the Rumble came around and just flanked him with such a good flank. Jingle is making plays happen on this Rumble, man. I love it.
And something that we didn't talk about either is that because of that great ultimate by Jingle, Gert actually had to burn his ultimate early that fight because he tried to mitigate just the Rumble damage, but then, you know, they more or less played the fight a little bit more slowly, and they just staggered all their engages and all the ultimates, and you know, it yielded a lot of results.
I mean, if we're looking right now at the big difference makers this game, I gotta say, man, Jingle has been insane. He's made such huge plays in this Rumble. He's literally up double Metro Falco's farm, and he's showing it with his team fights. You know, the Taric ultimate is nice, but like when you have the AoE burn from the Brand and you have the AoE burn from the Rumble. I mean, the Rumble has Liandry's and Void Staff already at 25 minutes into the game. I mean, if you look at first team, best team. God, that name is gonna screw me up all year. But first team, best team, they don't really have a ton of magic resistance. They have 1 Spirit Visage, 1 Banshee's Veil. That's it. So the Brand and the Rumble are just going to be able to stack the whole time, while Krimakri barely even gets touched.
It's a very strong team fight coming out from Team 3. And they're playing it very well.
Ooh, looks like the old Gurg cheese blush. Oh no, they wussed out.
Don't give away our stats, Greg.
See, if they were legit, they would have waited there the entire. They'd be like, I don't care if bottom lane's being pushed in. I don't care if we're committed to this cheese bush. But it looks like they're going to be able to take Baron now.
Kha'Zix takes it incredibly well, especially with 2 Mountain Drakes. So it's going to be a 26-minute Baron. Metro Falco might be out of position here.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, he'll get popped, but then he see what's knocked up. It's going to be a lot of damage going in on quick. He's in there with a bunch of
nice ultimate. The equalizer coming out again. Oh, my gosh. That was a nice ultimate.
The Pyroclasm. And Gert flashed it onto Symphonia. Bukaki Poro flashing under the tower against Lissandra. Ballsy.
Hey, it was a nice play though. You know, he flashed into the tower, but he was able to land the stun, and they're probably just going to take this and end it now with the Baron. You know, honestly, it was a situation in which first team, best team just got behind so much gold, and Team 3 was just able to capitalize. Looks like, oh man, jumping in the leap. Oh my gosh! Doesn't even stand a chance.
Stands for kill secure.
Says you don't need this gold right now. We're about to win this game.
Krimakri, more like Krima-free win, and a team win coming out for Team 3, able to take this one 27 minutes into the game. Very well played, executing their team composition very well, utilizing the picks the Rumble at small AoE area, and the small area, and utilizing the AoE abilities they have, and really taking advantage of that. I mean, if we're looking at damage dealt, I mean, it's just insane. Oh, that was a entertaining game to watch. Just for the idea of, I loved seeing Team 3's team fights, man. I love it. Spicy team fights.
Rumble hit over 20k damage in a 27-minute game. That's some damages. As Freak would say, that's tons of damage. If I've ever seen it.